I've travelled to a little town called Narrowa in the southern tablelands of New South Wales. And I'm here to talk to Peter and Edward Proudford on their beautiful picturesque farm about Angus beef. This is my personal favourite beef, so I'm excited to learn more. So Edward, we're here in Narrowa, 6,000 acres, and I can see all your cattle here. Is this only cattle on your farm?
Yep, all cattle.
And these are Angus?
All Angus cattle. There are a few Baldies left over. We're breeding out of probably a Hereford base, but yeah, they're all Angus cattle.
And why Angus?
Because, well, they're a good breed, an excellent breed. They do well in this cold climate.
Great eating, I know.
Great eating.
They're always on the menu at Stanley, yeah.
Yep. But principally, I run Angus cattle because that's what the customer wants.
Yeah, it's just, I was actually chatting with a few farmers and everyone wants Angus now, eh? Like it used to be all Hereford and everything, but on the menus now, Black Angus, Black Angus, Black Angus.
And if that's what they want, that's what I'll breed.
Yeah, absolutely. And when did you come to Narrowa?
We've been here 23 years. Yeah, we bought the place in 2000. Came from Bathurst before that.
Oh, wow. So
Yep.
you made the move south.
Yeah, it was a fine wool sheep place at Bathurst.
Okay.
And it just wasn't diverse enough. It was hilly and rocky and
Wow.
great wool growing country, but yeah, it wasn't diverse enough. And I wanted to get into cattle, so here we are.
As soon as I came out, the one thing I noticed was just the lush green, dark green grass everywhere I can see.
Yep.
Was that a massive draw card to come down here?
Yeah, well, it's certainly a brilliant season for you to see it, and it is known for its lush winters down here. But I employ a really good agronomist who helps me with all the soil health and that sort of thing. So yeah, that leads to having green, healthy paddocks.
And are you, is it a bit of a generation of farmers?
No, I grew up in Sydney as a little kid.
Really? Wow.
My family's always had rural land and property, but they've moved out of Sydney when I was about 12 to Bathurst. My parents moved down. Yeah, they were running it then or in control of it then. So we came down, Peter, my wife, and my two boys. We all came down here, and now I've taken over. My two boys, they're grown up now, they're at uni. And hopefully, well, if not hopefully, they're desperately keen to come back and get into it.
Oh, mate, why wouldn't they? It's beautiful.
Yep. No, they've been doing it, working with me since they were little kids in it, and a bit of tertiary education doesn't do them any harm.
No,
Get
it's
away
great.
and learn a bit more, but they're both very keen to come back.
Oh, well, why wouldn't they be?
Yeah.
I'd love to check out this whole place. Can you just show me around, show me the Angus?
Yep.
See how it all goes.
All right, we'll go for a look.
So what a life these cows have, eh? Is this every day? So take me through a day in the life of one of these awesome Angus.
Well, it's a bit of a misconception with cattle. You know, you see the pictures of they're always being mustered or in the yards being worked. The cows here are only in the yards 3 days a year. So
wow.
362 days of the year, this is their life. Green grass, fresh water, silence, peace and quiet.
Happy, fresh air.
Yeah. The minute these animals aren't 100% healthy and happy, their productivity starts to drop off. Our main focus is keeping the soil healthy, the pastures healthy, and it leads to healthy cattle.
They always say, if the best tasting cows or the best dairy are the ones that you can just come right up to, and they're not skittish, they're not scared of you, they're not stressed.
Yeah, I think, well, they're a naturally inquisitive animal. So the time we put into weaning them desensitises them to humans and gets them ready for when they do go to that feedlot. They're totally comfortable going in and drinking out of troughs and being fed.
So it seems like you just love being around them, love caring for them.
Yeah, and I love doing it properly.
Yeah.
It's a big investment and it's a big, proud industry. You should do it properly.
So I've seen kind of the farm back to front now, and so what do you predict for the future? What's your goals coming up?
Well, certainly to keep growing and expanding. I've got two sons really keen to both come back and run the business. So I know the bank's fantastic. Rabobank are right behind us. Any mad ideas I get or, plans I have, they're full on behind me. So they're great partners to have. With more people coming into the business, we will have to get bigger. So, so it's full steam ahead.
Oh, wow. Well, I've seen the farm. It's been such an awesome day. But I think I'm going to set up a little kitchen back at the shed and cook you and Peter up some lunch.
Oh, I'll look forward to it. Sounds good.
What an incredible morning, Peter, with yourself and Edward out on the farm. It was really great. And steak is something I want our viewers to practice and practice and practice and practice and practice, because that's the only way you can really get good at it. If someone's looking just to mix up the flavours a little bit and do something different, this is a great way. You can keep practicing cooking your steak, but it's just a simple Brazilian-style marinade.
Yum.
That you can do either a quick marinade or around 4 hours is good as well in the fridge. So it's good you can do it before. When it's dinner time, you can get it out, cook it, and it just adds a little bit extra zing to the steak and something different. And you've made a little side salad for us as well from the garden.
Side salad, yeah, all from the garden. So we'll be right with it, won't we?
Cool. So what I might get you to do, it's kind of an unusual ingredient to have with steak, but I might get you to just juice these oranges.
Okay. I thought that might be for the salad, but it's for the steak.
No, it's for the steak. It's to marinate the steak. So here's a little knife.
Just into the bowl?
Yep, just straight into the bowl. And I had this dish at a Brazilian restaurant and I loved just the freshness it brought to the meat and to help cut the fat.
And is it citrus sort of breaks down the meat a little bit?
Exactly,
and makes it tender?
super tender, super tender. So it's almost 2-in-1, which is really nice. As you're juicing the oranges, I might add just a little bit of cayenne pepper. And I hear you've fallen in love with cayenne pepper a little bit.
I have. We were talking earlier, weren't we? I actually put it in my pumpkin soup now, and it's just that really nice little extra flavour to it. It's
and a
really
good low, deep heat, not like a really intense heat.
Yeah, you don't notice it, but it just gives it that nice flavour.
Yeah. And then a little bit of cumin as well, a little bit of spice. And then some paprika.
This is great to learn these sorts of things to put in with the steak. Because it's not something that I naturally do. So.
No, we always tend to just lean towards garlic and thyme.
Exactly, red wine.
Red wine, exactly, And I'm going to add just a little bit of salt as well. And then you can hit it with a good slug of olive oil as well. Yeah, quite a lot to really get it marinated. I'm going to crush this garlic. And throw him in as well. If you want to give it a little whisk, that'll be great. And this lime, I'm just going to pop it onto the grill.
Yeah.
Chefs like to, make things look pretty. So I love a charred lime with the steak as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. So I'm just going to pop that on.
Just for looks or flavour as well?
Oh, it's actually a really nice flavour. The sugar's in the lime caramelised.
Okay.
And it just adds a whole nother dimension to the dish, Cool. Pop the beef in. Marinate it for a few hours if you've got the time, just like that. So when you're picking all the vegetables, I saw you've got a whole nursery, the shed, you've got the coffee cart. Can you tell me a little bit about this little side venture you've got?
Yeah, well, it kind of happened when COVID was on. Well, the thoughts for it happened when COVID was on. I was a kindergarten teacher and I was working from home, sitting on the veranda, and like you've seen today, it's such a beautiful place to be. And I thought, why am I driving? Why am I going away from this place every day? And this all just started turning over in my head, and I've always been into plants and started my garden from scratch up there. So I just thought, why not meld everything together? And here we are, Red Robin Nursery came to life.
Red Robin Nursery, wow. And you've done such a good job.
Thank you.
It's a farm with a coffee cart. That's me done. I could stay here forever. It's nice. It's nice watching the modern day farmer just sipping a latte in the morning.
Exactly.
I think it's a good...
We get them called in all the time and take their lattes away and go sit in the tractor and drive around. So,
it's different times, isn't it? But good. Okay, so I'm just going to go, like I said, you can marinate it as long as little as you like. I'm going to go straight on the grill. Don't need any more oil. The oil's in the marinade.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe I could just put a little bit more salt, but that's about it.
Okay, sounds good.
So you can already smell the spices
I know,
come
I'm
straight
thinking
off.
the same
Isn't
thing.
it cool?
It smells delicious.
Isn't it cool? Because
Yep.
when you use spices, normally you would toast them a little bit beforehand
True,
to
yeah.
really invigorate them before you add. But this, you're putting it in the marinade and then it's toasting on the grill.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cook that just for about 3 minutes, maybe either side, just that thickness.
Sure.
We'll take it off and rest it and serve it up with your beautiful side salad.
Great, sounds good.
Okay, so that's looking good now. You can tell that marinade really helps the beautiful caramelization and the char.
The colour's beautiful.
I'll just let it rest for a minute. We'll check our lime. I can show you what I was talking about.
Well, yeah, I've never thought to
Cool?
do that. Yeah, that's cool. Really
it's
cool.
nice.
Yeah.
It's a real different flavour, and even just that, all that beautiful caramelized sugar, it will just add to that orange juice that's caramelized on there, so almost just make it even more vibrant. While we rest, you can probably pop a little bit of your famous salad onto the plate. You're going to be getting requests for this salad soon, I think, out
We'll
here.
do coffee cakes and special salad.
And then I'll just add the lime. And I like to leave this fat on while we're cooking because I think it kind of protects the meat.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
anything to protect that beautiful meat, I think, is good. I don't love steaks super soft. I like a little bit of
I'm exactly
texture.
the same.
Yeah, I think it's
same.
really nice, especially on the grill.
And that smell again, it's beautiful.
Yum, isn't it? And we'll just go onto the plate. Got our lime. Really perfectly cooked steak.
It does look perfect.
Put a little bit extra salt. And there it is, a perfect practice dish so people can perfect their steak cooking skills. Really inspired by the farm and everything I learned today with you and Edward out here. And your garden has had a massive part of it as well, so it's the complete picture.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for today.
No, it's been an absolute pleasure.
This is
Loved
our
having you.
Brazilian style marinated steak.
Yum.